Hey, it's me, AP, aka Mr. Movie Cheer, and today I'm off to Liverpool Comic Con, and I'm going to be walking around there, having a little check out of a few of the guests and see if I can meet anyone. I know it'll be super busy, most likely, with the queues and stuff, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Liverpool Comic Con, so I'm going to go on my travels there now, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog for this as well. So I've got my Movie Cheer t-shirt on here, repping the Movie Cheer shirt, all ready for Liverpool Comic Con. Let's go. So I've just arrived in lovely Liverpool. I'm at the Albert Dock now. I've not really seen that many people at the moment dressed up. Actually, saying that, I've seen a Woody and Bo Peep. That's the only ones. I've not seen many stormtroopers as of yet, but I'm right by Comic Con now. I'm going to queue up soon, hopefully get in early as I can. And yeah, it's looking busy around there. So let's go for Comic Con. Let's go in and start queuing. So in between these clips, I thought I'd do a bit of a in-between commentary because I noticed I didn't actually do a lot of talking on the videos. Maybe that's something I need to work on if I'm doing some of these vlogs moving forward. I always find it quite uncomfortable in larger settings doing commentary, and even outside I kind of like trying to find a spot where no one was around. Again, that's something I need to work on definitely. But I thought I'd just add a bit of sort of like context to what happened next. So basically, I got to the actual arena, the Expedition Centre, the Liverpool Echo Expedition Centre. It's like a little branch, a little smaller venue outside the main venue where they have like concerts and stuff like that. And I totally, I got to take accountability for myself. I made a mix-up in booking the tickets. Basically, I was meeting a friend there who had got a ticket and like an early pass to go and get a photo op with Simon Pegg, and which is really cool. He showed me the photo op; it was really cool. And I was going to meet him in there, my friend Matt. And basically, I checked on the website prior to going, and it said 11 o'clock standard tickets and early pass like 9:30, and mine said afternoon ticket 12:30, and I thought maybe it must be a mix-up on the website. So I go there thinking I'm going to get in for like 11 o'clock. I get through the barriers where it's like doing the metal detectors. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I must have got it right. And then they're checking my phone, scanning the QR code, and then they're like, yeah, this is 12:30, mate. You've got to come back in like 2 hours or something like that. So it was a bit disappointing, but you know what? I didn't kick up a fuss or anything. It was my fault, and I texted my friend. Luckily enough, we kind of met up outside, went for a coffee, which was really cool. And then I went in afterwards on my own. But prior to all that as well, what I did to kind of like kill a bit of time before meeting up with my friend, I went to the Liverpool Museum and it's an awesome museum. It's free. They have some great expeditions in there. When I go visit Liverpool, I always tend to go to the museums around Liverpool. I love going to museums, and the Liverpool one just on the Albert Dock is great. If you've not visited Liverpool, you've never been there, or you're not quite aware of what's there, definitely check out the museum. The ones on Albert Dock as well, especially the new one, the City of Liverpool Museum, whatever it's called. It's fantastic, and it's got a really cool movie section, and I got a few little clips of it. I thought it was just really good going around there, and you see all the different films and TV shows over the years that have been filmed in Liverpool. It's really good to see all that history. But then I did eventually get to Comic Con. So I'm walking around all of these different stalls in Comic Con. You know, you go in there and it's like a big market for like films, TV, you know, posters, you know, it's got everything, you know, all different types of artwork. Going around these stalls, and I gotta say, these are super impressively creative people who are making these things. I'm just going around, I'm in awe of all this. I couldn't even think of something to buy. I didn't buy anything there, but I was like, just getting loads of different ideas and looking around at the different bits of artwork that people would create. I seen like people were creating comic book like sort of canvas prints, but like in the style like the golden age, like 70s sort of like style comics of modern movies and modern TV shows, just doing like the front covers of what like a comic would be of a movie adaptation. It was just really cool, and just like there was just tons of this sort of stuff there, like these different pieces of artwork. A lot of artwork was being sold there at Comic Con. I thought these stalls were just unreal. I mean, it was like you were really jammed in there. I'll be honest, because I'm going in, this is like walking around there at 12:30 onwards, very busy at this time, but it was just cool to go around all the different stalls. I mean, I spent a good hour or so just walking around the stalls, just seeing what was on offer, and it was just cool just to see. I loved it.
Yeah, so there was no, I just, the inspiration is like wanting to work with friends and fun environment.
So one sort of like con I felt to Comic Con, this one, and maybe this is, I've never been one of these big ones before, I'll be honest with you. I've only been like smaller ones. So for me, I didn't actually see any guests. I wasn't, to be fair, there wasn't that many people I was going to see. I wasn't going to go and do the photo thing because you have to pay extra, and that's just not my thing. But I didn't see any guests there. I went over and there was like loads of empty seats where I reckon that's where they probably were. And there was only like the likes of like the Pink Power Ranger, Michael Ironside, Mick Foley, who I would have wanted to kind of meet. They would have been cool, but I didn't know any like there was like cast members of Supernatural. I don't watch Supernatural. I do feel like I might have either I've missed some of it, or maybe I've just come at the wrong time. Or maybe I suppose it's that busy because there was thousands of people there. I suppose maybe it's not logical for people to, unless they're paying for the photo ops or they're paying to get stuff signed, for people to just go up and say hi to the guests and stuff like that. So I do get it on that point. I think if it's because it's such a large scale event like the Liverpool or the London ones, the big events, a lot of thousands of people going there is a big thing. That was kind of the only bad part of the day. I didn't really get to see anyone like that, but you know, it's apart from that, it was a fun day, fun walk around. Apart from that thing, but I do like they had like the as well. Again, I think I've missed a whole area of Comic Con because they were showing on like the big screens ahead live Q&As, like live panels that were going on. They had like the Walking Dead guys there. And I don't know where these panels were taking place, and obviously people could attend them because it said on like the information on the website beforehand, but I didn't see. I should have just asked. It would have been easy to just ask, but I think at the time I was just in awe of all the other stuff going on there. So it was just like tons of things going on, and yeah, I didn't ask, and I missed out on all that, obviously. So one thing that I really love about Comic Con, and I remember when I went previously, like the amazement of seeing people in the cosplay, and I love seeing it online, and you see it on Instagram, people like dressing up and stuff, and it's like the favorite movie characters or favorite TV shows, video game characters, and I was just in awe of some of the outfits here. The cosplayers are amazing. You know, I saw the one from Last of Us, like the monster. This guy in this big robot suit. When I was going through the entrance, there was this guy behind me, and he was dressed in like the Resident Evil sort of like armor, like for one of the video games. And I was just asking him, I said, like, so like, how did you get all this gear like in one set? You buy a costume? He's like, no, I had to like resource it all separately and everything. And I just think that's cool. I love that passion, because it's similar to doing the podcast, doing YouTube channels, anything like that. I think if you've got a passion, that hobby, that interest or something, and especially when it's in like that sort of creative area, I love it. I think it's so cool, because you think of the time that people put in, and when they get there. And this is what leads me to my stories, because I was walking around, there was like this underground sort of area where they had more stalls and more stuff going on, and this was kind of like the winding down for me at the end of the day for me. And I was just walking around, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting a bit tired now. And then I see this guy sitting on the floor in the white Power Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers outfit, and it's a cool outfit, and he's just sitting there, he hasn't got his helmet on. And then I just started like poaching around, like doing like Jaws. I'm like just like I'm like just going around swirling, and then I see him stand up, and then he starts walking. I think someone was speaking to him, and then he starts walking away. And I started following him. I thought I'm going to follow this guy because I want to get a picture with this guy. I thought, I've not seen Mick Foley, I'm going to get a picture with someone at Comic Con. So I followed this guy who's dressed as the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Tommy, and he's in obviously the whole Power Ranger outfit. And then he just stalls for a second, and I just go up to him run up behind him and say, excuse me, can I get a photo? And he was just someone attending. It's someone who's dressed up in the cosplay, but the outfit was phenomenal, and I thought it was really funny. He was really friendly, and he took his glasses off, put his helmet back on. He was happy to take a photo, which I thought was really cool. And everyone there is like that, really friendly. And I got a selfie, and then this guy just walked past, and he said, "Do you want me to get a photo of you, mate?" And I was like, "How nice is that?" Just like you can feel that there's like that community with people who go Comic Con. I think people are there, they're very friendly, and some guy just took a photo of me and this guy, and he was a very small Power Ranger. I must say, I had to crouch a bit on the photo because I'm quite a tall guy, and this guy was a bit smaller than me, so I kind of like crouching on the photo. The smallest Power Ranger I've seen, but I tell you what, his outfit was awesome. I don't know what the guy's name was, but very, very kind of him to allow me to take a photo with him. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, the cosplayers are awesome. Just another fun part and amazing part of Comic Con as a whole.
Well, there we are. We're out of the Comic Con now. It was pretty busy, as you can probably see in those videos, but it was really fun. Just walked around, seeing a few of the different stalls, got a few pictures with people who dressed up. Yeah, it's a fun day overall, and we'll enjoy coming. It was a fun day out.
So now I'm just going to switch focus a bit now to look at October movies. We are in Halloween season, and I just want to have a little brief mention of what I'm going to be watching over this month leading up to the big day of Halloween. And yeah, so I've got a few different movies I kind of like watching now around this time of year, and ones that are kind of like recent ones that I've watched maybe in the past year that are kind of now staples of Halloween season. For me, I'm not a big horror guy. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, so you'll know I'm not into horror movies that much. Kind of blood and stuff just really isn't for me. I don't mind the occasional horror, like a Scream, maybe something that's not too heavy. But if it's anything like really like them really scary ones, I can't watch anything like too scary. Me, it's just I'm not equipped for it. But basically, I've got a few that I'm going to watch over Halloween and in the lead up to it. And one, first of all, last year that I watched was Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. I know there's a few of these, but that was one I watched last year because I heard about this film. And I think I did a podcast on it well, I didn't do a podcast. The Ghoulish Mean Cheer did a podcast on it last year. But yeah, that was a really cool movie. I really enjoyed that. Never watched Abbott and Costello before. And watched that, and I thought it was great. Really, really fun movie. Obviously, taking that comedy twist on the Hammer horror movie characters, Universal horror, and yeah, that's a good one. That's the one I'm going to be watching. Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it Halloween? Is it the Christmas movie? I think it's both. Obviously, that is another one I kind of watch around this time of year. I think that's one for a lot of people to watch. Like stuff like Shaun of the Dead is something that I've not watched Shaun of the Dead in a while, and I think going Comic Con and obviously seeing obviously I didn't see them, but I mean knowing Simon Pegg and Nick Frost were there. Shaun of the Dead is one of my I love them. I mean Hot Fuzz is probably my favourite out of that trilogy. the Cornetto and Blood trilogy, but yeah, Shaun of the Dead is a fun movie, really fun movie. So that's another one I'll be watching. And I think Ben, aka Rider Rated 18, the Lord of the Laserdisc, put it right. He put out a post the other day, and he's doing, I think it's the 31 days of October horror movies he's doing on his Instagram. Check it out. Great channel and great post from Ben as always. Ben put out a post the other day showing this is one of the movies he's going to watch over October. Lost Boys. The Lost Boys is, he said it right, he said the quintessential vampire movie. Couldn't have put it any better. That is it is such a great movie. One, I was quite scared of this growing up, and my sister used to love watching this, and one, over the years I just grew to really enjoy. I really do like Lost Boys. I think they are doing a remake of us. I know they're doing something with it. I don't know if it's still going ahead, but they are apparently doing something. I think Lost Boys is a cracking movie to watch over Halloween as well. It's just a really top movie for this time of year, I find, definitely. But yeah, that's some of the movies I will be watching over Halloween. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and check out the rest of the content on the channel as well. And let me know, well, first of all, let me know your thoughts of, did you go Liverpool Comic Con? Have you been to any Comic Cons this year so far? What are your thoughts on Comic Cons in general? How would what would you do better for a Comic Con? Do you think it's like me as a guest? Is it kind of like badly arranged, or have I just like missed the boat? Have I just I think I need a map for Comic Cons in future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts if you've been in recent Comic Cons. Who did you meet? What were your favourite moments of Comic Cons that you've been to? And let me know some of the movies you are going to be watching over October, over the Halloween season. What are some of your favourite Halloween movies? And maybe you're into your horrors. Let me know some of your favourite horror movies that you watch around this time of year. Maybe you like going for a softer movie, kind of like your Shaun of the Dead's a bit more in the comedy end of the spectrum. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. Remember to spread a bit of movie cheer, and as always, I will see you next time.